What do you believe? Have you ever thought about what you believe or why you believe the things you believe? Most people think they believe things because they are true. However, it's often they think they are true because they believe them. In this video, especially when it comes to their money, right? In this video, I'm going to show you why we believe the things we believe and show you if you can change your beliefs about money, you can change your future. In the Bible, in Proverbs, is the book of Proverbs, in the Bible, is written by the wisest, wealthiest man, Solomon. He lived many, many, many years ago. And when I began to read this book as a teenager, I thought that Solomon was using words like wisdom, knowledge, understanding as synonyms. And I thought they meant intelligence, IQ, how smart someone was. But then I actually learned that that's not exactly what they mean. Those words have different meanings. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at how we learn, how we believe things, and then we're going to look at money and the lies that we're taught about money. And if we can change those lies that we've been taught, it'll change our future and it'll change the way we apply them to our lives. Okay, so when you were born, you absolutely knew nothing, right? When you arrived here on earth, you didn't know anything. You didn't know your name. You didn't know your left hand from your right hand. You didn't know up from down. You didn't know anything. You learnt them over time, okay? So step one, okay, we were born with ignorance. Ignorance. Right? And this is the absence of truth. Right? When we arrived, we didn't know anything. We had to start to learn something. Your mum said, mum, 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 dad, 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 and you started to learn what words were. You started to make sounds, and you started to walk, and all those sorts of things. So that's step one. Okay, ignorance. Step two is you start to accumulate truth, which is knowledge, right? Knowledge. This is the accumulation of truth, right? You start to accumulate truth. You learn that this is your left hand, this is your right hand. You learn that you've got fingers and toes, and you start to accumulate things. You don't understand how they work, but you start to accumulate things, right? Okay, let me know if I'm going too fast, but okay, number three is understanding. Understanding, right? And this is the assimilation of truth, right? Because once you learn that this is your left hand and your right hand, this is your feet, then you start learning left from right, and you start to put the pieces together. You start to first you gather knowledge, you get to get words, you get task ideas, and then you learn how to put them together, and that's the understanding of truth. Okay, the next one is the real key one, which is wisdom. Now, I thought wisdom was IQ. I thought wisdom was intelligence, how smart someone was. Someone's smarter than me, then they got more wisdom than me. But that's not necessarily the truth. Wisdom is the application of truth, right? Think about it. If you learn you don't know anything, cool. Then you learn that this is a bike, cool. It has wheels. Then you understand that you watch someone, you understand this is a bike. You get understanding. You accumulate truth. This is a bike. You've seen people ride it. You learn. You get understanding. You actually go, oh, you can actually go on two wheels. You can balance, and you can ride it and you can actually go and experience. You can go fast, you can go slow, you can go explore these places with less energy with a bike. Then wisdom is the application. So you can know all this, you can accumulate all this knowledge, you can understand how a bike works, how there's gears, how you pedal, you can understand all this, but the wisdom is the application of truth. It's actually getting on the bike and going for a ride, learning. It's in the doing, that's where the wisdom comes in. And I grew up thinking wisdom was IQ, it was intelligence, it was how smart you are. But wisdom is the application of truth. It's doing the thing. You only learn how to do the thing while you're doing the thing. You can talk about it, you can criticize. How many people watch sports games and they tell the ref, they tell the player they should have passed it left, they should have done this, they should have done that. They're great commentators, they're great at giving advice. Maybe when it comes to finances, maybe it comes to relationships, they're great at giving advice, but in their own life, are they doing that? Are they applying the truth that they know they should apply? That's wisdom. That is the real key. That's the real key. So we've got these 4 ideas here. So just to recap, ignorance is the absence of truth. Then you've got knowledge, which is the collection of truth. Understanding, which is the assimilation of truth. And then wisdom is the application. It's the doing of truth. So that's where we're going to start. Now, through society tells us all these things about money, and we're going to have a look at some of the lies we're taught, right? Okay, lie number 1. Time equals dollars, equals money. Who's ever said time is money? Let me know in the comments. Who's ever heard someone else say time is money? I know I have, and I've probably even said it, caught myself saying it. But that is not true at all, and I can prove it to you. Because if time equals money, it means that 1 hour is equal to a set amount of money, right? Does the CEO and the janitor earn the same amount of money in the same amount of time? No. And I can make it even more practical. If I offered you $1 million today, would you take it? Yes? Yeah, who would take it? What if there was one caveat that you had to end your life today? Would you still take that deal? No, because you understand that the time is more valuable than the money. Let's flip it on the other side. What if you had a disease and there was only one cure for that disease and it worked 100% of the time and it was worth $1 million? You would scrounge up all the money you could to get that, because you understand you can get more money, but you can't get more time. Does that make sense? So we can see from this that time is not equal to money, that time is greater than money. It's actually time, right? It's a clock, is infinitely greater value than money. Because you can always get more money, right? You can always do something to get more money, but you can't get more time. Our time is limited. Okay, so that's the first lie that we're taught, right? We're taught to trade time for money. Okay, the next one is number 2 is investing is risky, right? Who's ever heard this said? Investing is risky. It's gambling. I would submit to you that everything in life is risky. If I go into a building, there's a risk that it's going to collapse on me. If I sit on a chair, there's a risk that it's going to collapse underneath me. If I go for a drive, there's a risk that I could have a car accident. There's a risk in everything. And what we do, we assess the risk without even realizing. We might do it instantly. We might look at a chair and go, is this chair looking like it's going to hold me? Is it falling apart? Is it rotten? Is it, standing on one leg? No, we kind of instantly assess and we determine, yes, this chair will hold me. And what are we looking at? We're looking at the negatives. What could the worst case scenario be? The chair collapses underneath me. The positive, the chair sits, I can sit on it, I can rest, I can have a break. And do the negatives outweigh the positives in a good way. Yeah, and we go, cool, leap, do that thing, because it has an element of risk, but it's not risky. Similarly with investing, I'm not going to tell you to go invest in something you don't understand. I'm not going to go and tell you to invest in. I'm not going to promote. You give me $1 million and I'm going to give you $10 million. No, because that's just silly, right? But what you need to do, you need to go and assess that investment. You need to go learn about it. I love property. I'm not going to lie. I love property. I love investing in property. I love the tax benefits. I love the cash flow. I love the capital gain that you can get. It's, to me, it's a tangible asset. You can hold it. You can see it. People love shares. People love crypto. There's all sorts of things you can share in stocks, and you can trade stocks, and you can invest in insurance. There's all sorts of things in investment vehicles. But you need to learn it. You need to assess it. You need to get some skills about that thing. When you jump behind a car before you even know how to drive it, there's a risk there. It's very risky. That's why you go on your L's. You have someone that's been there, done that, learned that thing to show you how to do it. Similarly with investing, you need a mentor. You need someone that's gone, I've done it. I've gone through those steps. I know what to look out for. I can show you. I can guide you. I can teach you what to work on. That's the same with investing. Why do we think that, oh, my cousin gave me this hot tip about crypto? Oh, someone told me this suburb is a great suburb to buy in, so I'll go spend $1 million on property there, and wonder why you lose money. It's because you don't understand it. You're not learning the ways of that product, that investment vehicle. Oh, this stock's going to boom. Some hot tip. Do you know anything about that company? Do you know where it's been, where it's going? I'm not sure. So everything has an element of risk, but you can mitigate risk, or you can't mitigate it. You can minimize risk, and make it work for you. So investing is not risky. It's risky if you don't understand it and if you don't learn it. Okay. Next one. 3. Your home is an asset. Ooh. Can I ask you, what is an asset? This is my definition of an asset. Got this from Robert Kiyosaki. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. What's a liability? A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. So is a home an asset? Well, the question is, if it puts money in your pocket, then yes. If it takes money out of your pocket, then no. Most people say, oh, well, I've got a mortgage, it's taking money out of my pocket. But even if you deleted the mortgage, if you paid off the mortgage, you pay cash for your property, you'd still have rates, insurance, maintenance, utilities, all those things taking money out of your pocket. So is your home an asset? I think not. I think we've been told a lie. It's the home is an asset, but it's not your asset. It's the bank's asset. It's putting money in the bank's pocket through a home loan. But we just been told your home is an asset, but I haven't been told whose asset is it. It's not yours, it's the bank's. Okay, the next one, the last one. Okay, this is the last one. 4. You need a job. Think about this. Think about through your life. Have you ever received money for something that you didn't have to work for? Have you ever sold something? Have you ever have you ever got money not from an employer, not from having a job? Have you ever given someone a service or a task and they've given you money in compensation, but you didn't have an employer? They gave you money directly. That's it. You don't need a job. We've been told this lie that you need a job. Right? And maybe not you, maybe you've seen someone else do it. They've gone out there, they've started their own business. You don't need a job. And don't get me wrong, if you got a job, keep your job. Keep your job, work hard at your job. But my suggestion to you is, do you need it? Can you work on a side hustle? Can you work on something like this YouTube channel, which is going to grow over time? Can you write a book? I've written a book that I don't need an employer. I can sell that book. People can purchase that book if they feel like it's right for them. Go to brokenneckunbrokenwealth.com, and you can purchase that book. I'm not telling you to buy the book. I'm just saying that's an example of something that you don't need a job for. You can create assets that work for you. If I purchase a property, I don't need an employer. It's an investment, and I can add it to my assets. It puts money in my pocket. It's an asset, right? I don't need a job for it. We've been told these lies. We've been told these lies that time is money. So what you do is you trade all your time for a little bit of someone else's money. We're told that investing is risky. I'd say not investing is risky. What are you going to do when you're 65 and you retire? You can't work anymore and you can't create an income because you have health issues, health concerns, you're old, you're retired, you're weak, you're slowing down. Actually, I don't think we should retire at all. I think we should keep going. That's another conversation for another day. What about your home? You think your home is an asset and it's actually taking money out of your pocket. It's not putting money in your pocket. It's someone else's asset. It's the bank's asset. Or you need a job. That's the only way to make money is find a job. There's plenty of other ways to make money. I would suggest keep your job, keep working at it, build up a side hustle that can double or triple your job before you quit, because there's nothing going to help you grow your business, your assets better than a job that you hate. So keep working out, don't quit your job. But do you need a job? Is that the only way to make money? That's the point I'm asking. So I hope this helps you. I hope you learned something today. I hope that you understand where your beliefs come from, that you can learn about you're ignorant, then you knowledge, then you understand, then you get wisdom. And then these lies that we're taught from society, the system is teaching us these lies and they're keeping us trapped. The system isn't built to grow you, it's built to keep you trapped. So you need to break free those lies, break free of these mindsets, and these will help you grow your finances, your wealth for generations to come. So thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. Cheers, bye.